my channel. I am so excited to be spending the day with you guys today on this Halloweekend vlog. It is currently Friday, October 30th. Halloween is tomorrow, so I figured I would do a whole little weekend of my life just to kind of make it festive and fun. So today we have a lot of things planned. I'm really excited to show you guys my outfit because I'm wearing these really fun yellow pants and I have a cute little pumpkin shirt for tomorrow, so I'm pretty pumped about it. But today we have a lot of stuff planned. Right now I'm just having some coffee and some cake because my brother made it last night. But once I finish that, I'm gonna go vote. I'm gonna do some early voting. I have my sample ballot filled out and on the bed, so I'm ready to go. I'm gonna do that, and then I want to go to Goodwill. I have to drop off a ton of stuff in my car that has just been sitting there for way too long, and then go to Walmart. I want to pick up 2 pumpkins because I never actually picked one up when I went to the pumpkin patch, just because we were having a picnic. I didn't want to carry it around, so I'm gonna pick up some pumpkins and make roasted pumpkin seeds. I saw from Allison Bickerstaff, one of her fall day in my life videos. She made those and they look so yummy that I just have to try them. So I'm gonna make that, maybe carve the pumpkin, and then I'm gonna buy another pumpkin to paint it tomorrow. So I'm really pumped about that. And then when we get back, I have to film, edit, make the thumbnail, and upload a Bible study with me, but I already have it planned out, so we are ready to go. But yeah, that's what we're up to today, and then the rest of the weekend will be fun. Of course, Halloween is tomorrow, and we'll do some festive things for that. And then on Sunday, I'm going to SeaWorld with Robert and some friends. So it'll be a fun time, so I hope you stick around. But let's get to the day. Hi friends, so before I go out and run my errands for the day, I wanted to show you guys my Halloweekend outfit number 1. So here it is. This t-shirt with all of the floral on it, which I absolutely adore. Is actually from Walmart of all places. I got it for like maybe $8. It was, I literally saw it as I was walking through for groceries and I was like, oh, that's mine. So I absolutely adore this t-shirt, and I paired it with these yellow pants that just make me so happy to wear. I haven't worn them since I was in the office when I interned at Universal, just because when is your girl getting dressed? But I just felt like they were great for Halloweekend, and they kind of bring some liveliness and color to the fit. And then I'm just wearing these little gold sandals, and then I have this orange mask, and it has like an orangey flower print. If it ever, yep, there you go. It has like this orangey flower print from it, and that is from Target. I got in like a deal of like 2 masks for like, I don't know, maybe $4 or $3. And I like them both. The other one is in like a pinky, avocado pinky type color. But yeah, so this is my outfit for the day, and now I'm just gonna head out and get all those things in so that I can come back, film that Bible study with me, and hopefully, fingers crossed, have it ready to upload by tonight. Welcome back, you guys. I am currently sitting in the Goodwill parking lot. I'm about to go inside and look for some more candlestick holders. My mom found some really nice ones a couple weeks ago, so I'm just gonna keep going periodically to other Goodwills in this one to see if I can find some more, because we need them for the wedding, and just also look around and see what else I can find, because we do have an apartment to furnish eventually. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll take you guys along with me for that. But I did just vote. It was, first off, it was super fast, like so super fast. There wasn't even like a line I had to stand in, like maybe 5 people ahead of me. Literally took less than 20 minutes probably, and that's just because I was like researching some last minute things, but it was really fast. Also, even if I did have to wait in a line, guys, the weather in Florida today, it is fall. It is Florida fall. It is like 70 degrees outside, and it's beautiful. The sun is shining, and it's 70 degrees. What is life? If I could just stay outside all day, I would, and I just might after I do all that I need to get done. So I'm really pumped about that. But with voting, I did just want to say one thing to you guys, and it is just make sure you guys are praying before and during your voting in this election. That's really all I'm going to say about it. Also, something that I have, my post-vote jam is what I'm calling it, is Our Father by Bethel. And this is just, one, it's a worship song that I just feel like is so fitting for right now, but also like saying the words, your will be done the same on earth as it is in heaven, your kingdom come, like thy will be done, and yours is the power and the glory forever. Like just repeating those words and constantly bringing those praises and prayers out into the air. I just feel like now is the time for those words to be spoken. So I just recommend that song to you guys. That was my post-vote jam, and that is what I am crying out to the Lord this election season. So I just wanted to give you guys a little something to listen to, and just to repeat in your hearts during the next couple of days, weeks, etc., whatever, because that was always a good prayer to have on your heart, and I love that song. It's just a jam. So but with that, let's go ahead and get to thrifting and see what we find.
I'm just realizing that I was looking down a lot when I was saying that, and that's because I had this pulled up from when I was listening to Our Father, and this is what was up. Jess and Gabe Conti, and it was showing like clips of him waxing her eyebrows, and I should have turned it off because the distraction was so real.
Just where he was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead.
Alrighty friends, I am back and we had a successful trip. So I'm gonna do a little Goodwill haul and Publix haul. We'll start with Publix because it's so short. I got a big pumpkin, which I showed you guys, and that's in the kitchen because there's no way I was carrying that all the way to my room. I got this little pumpkin and I'll paint this one instead just because I didn't really want to pay for 2 big pumpkins if I wasn't going to use the seeds from 2 big pumpkins, so I figured this small little white one would be super cute. And then the other thing I got from Publix was sushi. If you didn't know, I'm sorry, and I'm glad to now be telling you, Publix has amazing sushi, or good sushi considering the price. So pretty good sushi, and every Wednesday is Sushi Wednesday, and it's like $5 for sushi. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. But today is not Wednesday, I was just feeling sushi, so I got that. But that is what I got from Publix, a very easy trip. Now on to Goodwill. So when I was in Goodwill, I was having some trouble finding what I came in there for. Really, what I really wanted to find from Goodwill was the candlestick holders for our wedding, and then a picnic blanket, and I would have been happy. I didn't really look too hard for the picnic blanket because I was like really hyper focused on the candlesticks, but I could not find them to save my life. And so I was just looking around, and I was like looking through like the books and the movies and stuff, and I found a bunch of VHSs of like old Disney movies at my Goodwill, and I was like, oh my goodness, this would be so cool to have in like our living room, like stacked up or something like that, just because Robert and I are pretty big Disney fans, and I was like, these might be valuable someday. So I was like looking it up, and I was like, what Disney VHSs are the most valuable? And apparently the Black Diamond ones are, but honestly, like they're probably worth like nothing right now, but I just thought it would be fun, and they're like 60 cents, so I was like, why not? So I got 101 Dalmatians, Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, and Aladdin. And I just thought it would be so cute. Like, I have 2 blue ones and 2 purple ones, and I just thought it would be super cute if we just like had them stacked next to our TV in our apartment or our house or something like that. I don't know, I just thought that would be cute and just like a touch of personality to our home. So I thought that would be fun. Also, they could be fossils to show our children someday. But after I looked at the DVD, at the VHSs, then I was like in the book section and I was looking for Bibles, and surprisingly it's really hard to find a Bible at Goodwill. I mean, I'm glad people are keeping their Bibles, I guess, but I really expected there to be more Bibles. And I was looking for Bibles that had like a dust protector on it so I could peel it off and it would just be like the fabric cover of the Bible, because I really wanted to try painting it myself. I know y'all saw me try and paint that journal and it was a disaster, but I think that I could paint a Bible better, or at least I could put a little bit more effort into it. And so I really wanted to try painting my own Bible, but they didn't have one, so I didn't. So I'm on the lookout. I'm on the lookout for like a fabric Bible. You know how when you take like the dust cover off of a book, it's just kind of like fabric-y? That's what I'm looking for. But I didn't find it. But on my hunt for that, they brought out like all of these bins from the back, and I had already had like a ton of stuff in my arms, but I was like, okay, let me look. And I saw so many gold candlesticks. So let me show you guys. I'm so excited. And they were all $1. $1. So we have this one. I'm so excited. And then we have this one. And then this one. And I love how they're all different sizes. Oof. So excited. And then we also have, they're all like completely different except for these 2, I think. These are the same. No, they're all completely different, and I love that. And so this was a steal, a find. I'm super happy that I found these, because what we're doing for our weddings, the centerpieces are gonna, I'm probably explaining this, I've already I probably explained this to you guys already, but for the centerpieces for our wedding, it's gonna be very simple. Like, we're gonna have a bowl in the middle of the table with floral inside of it, and then we're gonna have like probably 2, depending on how many I find really, 2 candlesticks of different sizes, or the candlesticks will be the same size, and they'll be LED candlesticks because our venue's not allowed to have an open flame inside, but they sell such realistic LED ones I don't even care. And then different size candlestick holders, so they have different heights, and I would like them on like the center of the table next to the floral, and then our table number, and that's gonna be it. I didn't really want attention hog. What do you want? What? What's up? What's wrong? Oh my goodness, you're being such a brat. Okay, I'll talk to you guys and grab the drama queen in question. Okay, so yeah, we didn't really want too much on our tables because after like those centerpieces, the charger plates, all of the dishware, silverware, and like glasses and stuff, it just felt like it was gonna be too much. And I'm not really an extra kind of gal when it comes to that sense. And I don't want to take away from like the beauty of the room, which you guys have seen. And if you haven't seen the room, I'll plug in the video over here I think, of what it looks like, and it's just so pretty. I didn't really want to distract from like the natural beauty of the place, so we're keeping it very simple, but I think that gold candlesticks like that are just gonna elevate the room, and it's gonna bring different height and dimension, and I'm so excited. And they were taller, and I'm just pumped. Okay, so now with that, I'm gonna eat my sushi because I'm so hungry, and I'm going to drink my water, and then I need to film this Bible study with me. That's next up on the list. Goodbye, drama queen. I know you wanted to be on the camera so bad. Bye-bye. Alrighty guys, so I just finished filming my Bible study with me, and I think because the weather is so beautiful, I'm gonna go hang up my hammock in the trees outside and edit that video in the trees. So let's go get wild. Okay, so after a long time editing, we are finally uploading, and it is at, what is that, 17%. So we got a little bit to go, but that took me a while to finish editing, but we are finally done, and I am so hungry, so now I have to eat dinner because I'm starved. I have my co-chef here today, but honestly I'm not even really gonna cook anything. If you have been watching my channel for a while, then you are no stranger to this. I absolutely love the Siopino seafood stew from Trader Joe's. I'm a really big fan. I discovered it on my Disney College program, and it is a staple in my freezer ever since for those nights where I just don't feel like making anything. So I'm going to make that, and I'm also going to pull some sweet potato fries out of the freezer because I saw them and I was like, maybe I want that. So I'm gonna pull those out, throw them in the air fryer, and that's gonna be my dinner for tonight. It feels nice and fall, you know, a nice little soup of sweet potato fries. So we're gonna do that. And I'm actually gonna not do the roasted pumpkin seeds today. I'll save that for tomorrow. And I'll actually do it on Halloween. So that's totally fun. I am just pooped for the night. After editing that, I'm just like, I'm done. You girls are ready to go chill. Your girl's a talker. So editing those Bible study with me takes a hot second of hearing myself talk over and over again. So it's time to fuel up and get some food. I don't exactly know what my plan is for the rest of the night, but if it's anything interesting, I'll show you guys.
Just where it was needed.
Good morning, friends, and happy Halloween. Well, I guess it is totally not the morning anymore. It's actually like 2 o'clock. I spent the bulk of my morning editing a gallery for one of my seniors. I will plug in some of the photos here so you guys can see what I was up to, but this was a really fun senior photo shoot for a high school senior at Celebration, Florida, and they just came out really, really pretty. So super pumped about those. Got those sent over and done. I'm trying to clear out all of my clients, all of my galleries, get them out of the way because my mom's wedding is next weekend, and then it's like photo shoot after photo shoot after photo shoot. Like I literally have a week of like 3 photo shoots straight. So it's gonna be a little busy. So I'm trying to clear up as much space as I can. But now that that is done, the work is done and it's time to play. So now I am going to take a look at that pumpkin that I bought yesterday and get to carving it and scooping out the pumpkin seeds inside so we can make some roasted pumpkin seeds. The recipe that I'm using is going to be from Allison Bickerstaff. If you guys have never heard of her before, what are you doing? I will plug her channel in down below and the video where she makes them, but they looked so good that I had to try them. So I'm gonna make some of those and I'm gonna pass the pumpkin over to my brother and I'm gonna let him carve it while I paint my little tiny white one. So let's go ahead and roast some pumpkin seeds. Wait, before we do that, I need to show you guys my pumpkin shirt. I got this shirt at Target the other day and I'm just so in love with it. It just has all these different kinds of pumpkins on it, and this one's called the Cinderella and I just love it. It just makes me feel so festive. I'm just wearing it with my mom jeans, very cash, because we're going to be doing some chalk art and some painting, so I didn't really want to be too fancy schmancy, but this shirt makes me feel all fall and fun.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
Alright friends, so I just got finished making the pumpkin seeds and this is what they look like. And they are super duper yummy. I'll bring them in a little bit closer. They basically just taste like sunflower seeds, I guess. Nothing crazy. I do like the seasoning a lot, so I used a recipe, like I said, I'll link it in here. I should have paid more attention to like the measurements of the seasonings, because I definitely felt like I kept adding stuff even after it just wasn't salty enough or whatever. So maybe follow the recipe, unlike myself, but I do really like them. I did not save the trying or the testing experience for the camera, but they're really good. Pretty much all I used was paprika, garlic salt, pepper, and olive oil, and that's pretty much it. And all of these seeds were what came out of the pumpkin, and so I scraped all these out. I kind of like picked them apart from like the pulp of the pumpkin, and then I put the pulp into another container because I'm gonna look at other recipes that I might be able to use it for. But they came apart pretty easily, and then I put them in a strainer and I just like kind of washed it out with water, and then laid them out on the sheet and then let them roast on there, and I seasoned them on the sheet as opposed to a bowl just so it was like a little bit more even. But pretty happy, this was successful. But now that we've done that, I'm going to take all of this chalk because I've been saving this for the holidays. I love to do chalk art at the end of our driveway on the holidays, and since we haven't spent Halloween in this house before, I don't know if we're gonna have trick-or-treaters, and so if we do, one, I don't think we have any candy to give them. So I will probably write like Happy Halloween and maybe skip this house or something like that on the driveway, but I'm gonna try and make it cute and fun. So I'm gonna look at different things I can do with that and go spend the rest of my evening, since the weather is so lovely outside, making some chalk art.
Holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say
Hello friends, good morning. It is November 1st, which means it is Christmas 1st, and I'm very excited. I'm not gonna decorate for the Christmas season for another couple of weeks though, because my mom's wedding is next week, and like the next like 2 weeks are just so busy that I don't want to start the Christmas season and not like really relish in it. So I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna let fall exist for a little while, and then I will take you guys along on the Christmas decorating journey when I am feeling ready to do so. But I am going to plan tomorrow, like November and December all the way out. I've planned a lot of it up here, but I just like to see it all planned out from my free time to my busy time. So that'll be tomorrow's journey. But today I am just getting back from church. I went to church this morning. It was really good. I went to the 9:30 service, and y'all, with this extra hour of time, I was literally laying in bed last night. I was reading a book and I started reading The Selection by Kira Cass, I think her name is, which is a young adult fiction book, but I've just like seen it over and over again throughout my teenage years, and even now whenever I go to like a Books A Million or Barnes & Noble, and I'm just so curious. I want to read it, so I started reading it. I've enjoyed it so far. I'm on chapter 10, but when I was like, okay, it's time to go to bed, I realized, I was like, oh, we get an hour in our day this week. And y'all, I swear I woke up this morning at 7:30 and I was like, yawn, it's a beautiful day, the light is shining. And I just felt so energized with that extra hour. So I went to the 9:30 service, and it was really great. But I wanted to share with you guys something that really stood out to me about this sermon today that I definitely needed to hear, and that I figured I would go ahead and tell you guys too, because you know, y'all know I love to share. But so basically the sermon was excellent. I'm gonna link it down below, but it was about so when Joshua told the sun and the moon to stop and just stop where they are, not move, and God was like, all right, and he performed a miracle, and the sun and the moon did not move for the rest of the day. The pastor was like, let's ignore for a second, I know it's gonna be hard, but let's ignore the miracle that was, and let's think about this from the perspective of the soldier who felt like he was fighting this battle for a very long period of time. And obviously this is very relevant for all of us. I feel like every single one of us feels like we're in a season that is just never going to end. And he made the excellent point of like, God is not prolonging this season to punish us or because he's absent or anything like that, but God is a conqueror and we are more than conquerors, and with him we are going to see a victory. And if he ended our season where we're at right now, we would not be victorious. And so he is giving us more time, even if it feels exhausting. We can know that he is prolonging this season because he is giving us more time so that we can see a victory at the end of it. Because if it stopped right now, we wouldn't see a victory. And so that was like the gist of what the message was. But then he went to talk about like the importance of rest and endurance, and asking for help. And that is where I was like, oh, you're talking to me. And so it was a great sermon. I suggest you watch it. But the part that I really want to talk about was asking for help. And he said this sentence that really stood out to me. He was like, if I called the last 5 people you texted, the closest people in your inner core of people, and I said, hey, I'm speaking on behalf of Adriana, do you know what she needs you to be praying about for her intentionally right now? Can you tell me? Would they be able to tell you? Would they be able to tell me what you need prayer for? And I'm like, probably not. And then he went on to say even further, he was like, that's not their fault. And I was like, ah. He's like, that's your fault for not asking for prayer and not asking for help, because that's what those people are there for. And that spoke to me. So that was a good challenge for me. And like, I feel like I'm someone who needs to remember that like people can't read my mind and they don't know what I want. And I'm just someone who like, I intentionally pray over my friends every day. And like, that's not to gloat about me in any way. That's just like how I view friendships, is like every day when I have my quiet time, I literally write down, I have like a group of people who I consider, on like a handful of people who I consider to be the most important in my life, who I'm going to pray over them every day.
or whenever I do my quiet time. Obviously I'm not perfect, I forget and all that, but like I have that core group of people that I am like praying intentionally over, thinking about their lives and what they could need prayer for. Mind you, I'm not the best at asking them what do you need prayer for, but I also really suck at telling people what I need prayer for. And I can't just expect people, I can't just wait for people to ask me what I need prayer for. No, like if we're besties, if we are great pals, then I should feel very comfortable coming to you and asking for help and saying, hey, I really need you to pray for this in my life or for that in my life. And I feel like I'm someone, when I think of asking for help, I always think of it as like a physical in-person thing. But that doesn't need to be the case, you know? And I know I've talked to you guys about like loneliness and feeling lonely and without community and stuff like that. And so this is an excellent challenge to me to reach out to my people and be like, hey, I need prayer for this, and that. Please help. And that's challenging for me because I'm not really good at that, and I would much prefer that somebody ask me what I need prayer for rather than being like, hey, I need help. But I want to be someone who people feel comfortable approaching and saying, hey, can you please pray for me for this? And that won't happen unless I'm vulnerable enough to go and do the same to them so I can open that door. So that was a challenge for me, and I wrote that down. I was like, yep, heard loud and clear. So this is an open invitation. Y'all send in your prayer requests. I hope that you guys see me as someone who is a prayer partner for you. And even if I may not be able to see you in person or love on you in person and have community with you in person, please feel so comfortable coming to me and asking for help and asking for prayer, because I'm going to go through the trenches with you. So please feel so comfortable with that. My DMs are open, my comments are open always. And so this is me gonna be vulnerable and ask for prayer from you guys, because that's just, it feels weird, but it's necessary. And so some things I could use prayer for right now, and I'm gonna do this like and text like some of my friends and tell them as well. I need prayer for community. I need prayer for a job. I need prayer for YouTube and the Lord to guide me and lead me in it. I need prayer for my upcoming marriage. I need prayer that we find an affordable apartment. And yeah. And there's a myriad of other things, but those are just some things right off the top of my head that are like the top things that just come up in my brain when I think about like, what do I need help with? So please be praying for me in that, and please come back to me with your prayer requests, because I want to pray for you and I want to go through this battle with you so I can see you come out victorious in the end. So that was what church was about today. But now I am home. I'm gonna get out of my little outfit. This is the same dress that I wore when I went on and tried wedding dresses. So you guys have seen it before. It's this really cute pink speckled flowy dress that I love, but I'm gonna change out of it because your girl's hot and we're going to SeaWorld today. I'm waiting for Robert to come by, so when he gets here I want to be ready to go so we can go to SeaWorld and have some fun. Some of his friends work there or something and they have tickets. I don't really know the details. He just asked me if I wanted to go and I was like, yeah, sure. So we're going to SeaWorld, and so I'll take you guys along for some of that and I'll show you guys whatever we encounter. I haven't been to SeaWorld in so long. I don't even know what's at SeaWorld anymore, but your girl loves roller coasters and hasn't been on one in a while, so I'm pretty pumped about it. So I'm gonna get changed and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Hi there friends, Future Adriana here to say, one, SeaWorld was great. I did not get any footage. We left the park and literally it was torrential downpour. From the back of the park to the car that we drove there in like the back of the parking lot, I have never been so drenched outside of a pool or shower in my life. So I'm glad that I didn't film anything or take my camera or anything like that, because it 100% would not be here to film me saying this right now. So I'm glad I didn't film anything, but it was a fun time, and I definitely will be going back to SeaWorld at some point because I got like a glimpse at their holiday decorations for Christmas, and y'all, they go off. Like, it was so pretty. They have like a whole little ice skating show and Christmas trees on the water, and it's really pretty. So I would love to go back during the Christmas time at some point. Maybe not this year because it's a busy year, but maybe another time. With that being said, SeaWorld was a lot of fun, but I had so much fun hanging out with you guys this weekend. Thank you guys for spending some time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!